gadgets are now inevitably needed in your day-to-day life. Use any chance to grab some for yourself. For Western Uganda and beyond, the only trusted electronics shop is Edgar Communications.
Welcome to Edgar Communications Mbalala. So we sell phones, specifically Techno, Infinix, Eyit, Nokia, Samsung. We have smartphones, we have also button phones. Then we sell TVs, Hisense, LG, Star X. Then we have hoofers, Alip, Jag, and others.
For these and more appliances and accessories, reach them at their shop located in Mbarara City opposite Shell and Kore, or call them now on 0701 467426 or 0785 356453. The only trusted one-stop center for computer solutions in Western Uganda is Think Innovation, regional leading providers of friendly computers and laptop sales and computer accessories, a hub of specialists in computer repair and maintenance, based at computer training and software installation. Could you be in need of these and more computer services? Reach out to them now at their workshop located in Mbarara, Bananuka Drive, Western Arcade Building, room AF51, or call them now for instant services via 0753 975042 or 0789 708838. Yes, gadgets are now in your day-to-day life. Use any chance to grab some for yourself. Eyit Sports. Eyit Uganda is Think Innovation, regional leading providers of friendly computers and laptop sales and computer accessories, a hub of specialists in computer repair and maintenance, based at computer training and software installation. Could you be in need of these and more computer services? Reach out to them now at their workshop located in Mbarara, Bananuka Drive, Western Arcade Building, room AF51, or call them now for instant services via 0753 975042 or 0789 708838. Yes, gadgets are now inevitably needed in your day-to-day life. Use any chance to grab some for yourself. For Western Uganda and beyond, the only trusted electronics shop is Edgar Communications.
Welcome to Edgar Communications Mbalala. So we sell phones, specifically Techno, Infinix, Eyit, Nokia, Samsung. We have smartphones, we have also button phones. Then we sell TVs, Hisense, LG, Star X. Then we have hoofers, Alip, Jag, and others.
For these and more appliances and accessories, reach them at their shop located in Mbarara City opposite Shell and Kore, or call them now on 0701 467426 or 0785 356453.
Eyit Sports.
Welcome to Eyit Sports. It's a Thursday of 13th May. We are glad this time around, not like other days of the week have been. Today we are braced that the sun has finally kissed and it is kissing like it's shining, and we are better off. We are feeling warm, not like any other days of the week when we are feeling so cold as if we were into winter season. You're welcome to Eyit Sports. This is the last show of the week. We are glad you've made time one more time to tune in to your weekly sports show, actually a daily sports show that comes to you on a weekly basis, with the exception of a Friday, Saturday and Sunday. So how are you doing, my friends that are watching us from different areas of work? You guys watching in from office, you guys watching in from your saloons, from offices, from schools. Yeah, I have my students at Bishop Stewart University who make time to tune in. I have some friends from Kerry University of Business School at both campus branches. That is one in Kamukuzi and the main one in Wandega, if I'm not mistaken, in there. Thank you so much for making time to tune in, including my very own that support me right away from the home ground, from village. Every one of you is watching from my grassroots, that is from Shema. Thank you so much. Today we come, being the last show of the week doesn't mean that we have the list to cover. Hey, there is a lot to cover today, including that Arsenal last night outshined Chelsea, bringing their a couple of good run of games at home at Stamford Bridge. It faced a brawl last night, giving Liverpool an opportunity to be able to qualify for Champions League only if they maintain the flawlessness in their next 4 games, because Chelsea and Leicester, who are up above Liverpool, will have to face off each other next week. So anything like a slip up between these two teams should be in position to hand Jurgen Klopp's side a chance to qualify for Champions League only if they also maintain a very, very flawless run in their next 4 games. Elsewhere, we had action yesterday in the Ugandan Premier League with Police FC and KCCA, their game ending in shared spoils, going in for a goalless draw. We'll be looking into that and other matches that were played yesterday. Then away from that, we bring you action one more time from the basketball, where the newcomers Nam Raiders are getting up ready and set for the next few fixtures that are ahead of them in the forthcoming events. We have had a press conference from the Nam Brothers coach saying they have to deal with the game at a time that they are now focused on the next game, which is of the Titans. Away from that, we'll talk about the retirement of Dennis Onyango, who has come out to name his best 3 strikers that he has ever faced in his career of football. That is on national football and football away from home. Then away from that, we'll cover stories of we will cross to Italy and start up with Lukaku's birthday, what happened over there. Then away from that, we'll still be in Italy. We will talk about Juventus, whereby Cristiano Ronaldo is not being treated so well. His way of behavior and selection and the respect given to him has not been welcomed so well by his fellow teammates. In that, we'll be breaking into that. Then away from that, we'll basically talk about the transfer gossip, including the transfers of players and coaches as well. Actually, talking about coaches, Jose Lampard, is he Jose Lampard or Frank Lampard rather? He could replace Roy Hodgson at Crystal Palace. We have that and more coming up your way on Eyit TV Sports. The show gets down the road on how to get us. Get down to Facebook, go to search box and look for Eyit TV, as well as YouTube. We are at Eyit TV. Go there, subscribe to our fast growing channel, turn on notifications so that every time we go live or we upload videos or cover a certain event, anything you would love to feed on from Eyit TV, please kindly turn on notifications so that you are not left out. The same applies to Facebook. Facebook, you can still get us at Eyit TV. Then on Twitter, the family is growing. Go down there at twitter.com / at Eyit TV, as in EYIT. Your show host is Erioda Enda Mesut. So let's get the show down the road. We start off with the story of Nam Brothers. Nam Brothers, the coach has come out, the coach named Escodata has come out to say that his team gets up ready to face up a single team at a time. This comes up to after Nam Brothers, who are the new entrants in this very league, have come out to face off with very big teams and putting up surprising performances. One of them being one against City Oilers, but which was later on overturned on disciplinary grounds, being that Nam Brothers had fronted one of the players who had not attained a clearance right away before he featured in the match. So Coach Stephen Escodata, or call him Nyeko, has come out and said that they are looking far too ahead as they peruse or go past a couple of fixtures this season, which is their first season in top flight. So the newcomers apparently have lost 2 and won 3 of their 5 opening fixtures, which is not so bad for them. Losing 2 and winning 3, that is about close to average performance. And one of the losses actually was against City Oilers, as I earlier told you, which was later decided actually in a live play. In live play, Nam Brothers won City Oilers, but then after sitting off with the boardroom, they overturned the side's result because the side was found guilty for fielding Geoffrey Solo, who had not acquired a letter of clearance right then. Then from that, they will have a couple of fixtures in their way. On their way, because they have 4 tougher fixtures, by the way, one of them being one from KIU Titans together with JKL Dolphins Bet Power, and then UPDF Tomahawks, a side that beat them in the 2019 First Division Finals. According to Coach Escodata, while he was addressing the press conference today, he says that they plan to play one game at a time, and now that their next focus is on their upcoming fixture, which will be against KIU Titans. Then he says that after failing to KCCA Panthers, that was on a 51-59 game result 2 weekends back, Nam Brothers later on managed to bounce back with 2 wins, one of them fetching them over Falcons, and then together with Ndeche University, which they faced off area last weekend. So he says that they haven't done things differently, they are rather executing and planning better. Then away from that, actually reminding you of the fixtures they have had on April 17th. They faced off with City Oilers, where they lost, where they won 20-0. They have now lost because the boardroom has decided on overturning the game result. Then on April 24th, they faced off with UCU Cannons, the game which they won 66-45. Then on May 5th, they faced off with KCCA Panthers, and they lost by an 8-goal aggregate, or 8 trials aggregate, or push-ins. That was 51-59. Then on 8th, they faced off with Falcons, which they won 65-51. That is a difference of 6. Then on 9th May, they faced off with the most recent one. They faced off with the Ndeje Angels, and they won 73-68. Up to come for them on May 15th. That is actually today is 13th May. They have only tomorrow on Saturday. Tomorrow is a Friday, isn't it? So my producer, yeah, I think on Saturday, on 15th, they will face off with KIU Titans. Then a week later, they will face off with JKL Dolphins. A week later, day after, by the way, because they will face off JKL Dolphins like today, and then face off with Betway Power the following day. Then the last game of theirs in the top flight will go down on June 5th, where they will face off with UPDF Tomahawk. So we wish them nothing but the best of their encounter in this very season. Then from that, we go and talk about the most recent a player that has thrown a towel on serving up with the national duty after a couple of seasons. That is about 16 years, if I'm not mistaken. His 16 year of service of late came to an end with him throwing in a towel because he was fronting on a number of issues. He fronted an issue to do with brutality that he fetched from Moses Magogo, who is the current serving FIFA president, or the other time he faced off with the media to do an interview. The utterances were so harsh, and maybe allegations say that Dennis Onyango, the finest between the sticks, didn't welcome this so well, so it could have been one of the reasons why he threw in a towel. So today Dennis Onyango, it was actually yesterday that he faced off with the media, and he came out to name a number of issues. One of them, he was asked about the reason to why he retired from the national duty, because almost each one of us thought that this guy still had a lot to offer to us as the country, and to his CV as well, only for him to come out and end his career on Uganda Cranes. So he came out and said when he was asked about the reason behind his decision to retire from the national football team, the 2016 African Best Player decided that it was his time to hang in his Cranes boots following 16 years of devoted service after appearing in the Uganda Cranes jersey for about 79 times. Then Ari this week, remember the 35-year-old jetted into the country, and him along with other top notches of FIFA were hosted by His Excellency the President of the Republic of Uganda, His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, to Muhabura, and they met at State House in Entebbe, and the first citizen and his wife Janet Kataha Museveni rewarded the Ugandan legendary with a very grilling Pajero fuel guzzler as a token of appreciation to his service for national team colors. So while he was facing off the cameras on one of the TV stations around the country, he says in the first place that he was privileged, being a first of a kind that a player has been appreciated. He actually said that maybe may it not end up with him, may it rather start up with him, so that he could see other players also being celebrated just the same way it has been done to athletes. Yeah, so he came out and said that actually, you know, social media never lets you go calmly. Somehow, somewhere, he was allegedly accused that this money that bought him a Pajero Guzzler was from a taxpayer's money, only for him to smile back to them and say he actually is one of, in the first place, he's a taxpayer, then he's a citizen. So if he got the prize out of the taxpayer, maybe he was getting paid back for what he pays for already. Then on number of questions, he was asked about the leaked audio clip. We all remember that there was a certain audio clip that leaked, and then he came out and said he was having a conversation with another player. They were having a private talk, but still the talk included what was transpiring in the game of football on national duty. And then Moses Magogo's name came on board, and what happened in there. But he says such things happen. He actually says, just like how relationships with friends and family somehow face a knock, but later on reconcile and move on. He says the same has happened to Moses Magogo. He admits that yes, he leaked the audio, but this was not primarily the reason why he gave up on serving the Ugandan Cranes team, but rather he had thought of it. Actually, he came out and said that while they were in Malawi, he had told the boys that he would hang in the boots, and maybe he says that he had this decision, by the way, that he had revised it on a number of occasions and learned that he had failed on 3 attempts to take Uganda past AFCON group stages. He says that after failure to deliver a 3rd consecutive run to AFCON, he thought it was the highest time for him. He opened up windows and doors for the young generation of goalkeepers, including Watenga, including Jamal, including Ondokara and Lukwago, that maybe he says this decision was built on letting this other young generation of players come in and feature on the Ugandan Cranes. Then towards the conclusion of his press, he came out and he was asked about 3 best strikers he has faced in the game while being between the sticks. He says one of them is without a doubt the Egyptians wonder kid or wonder guy, Mohamed Salah. Then he went on to name the Senegalese international, that is Sadio Mane, as well as the former Benin player Omotoyos. Yeah, he says he was also a fantastic player. So that is it from the Ugandan Cranes legendary. Then away from that, still in the Ugandan Cranes Cup, we cross to Moses Oloya, the Uganda Cranes winger, who has come out and given or paid back to the community where he hails from. That is down there in central region, central eastern, I think it's central, that is in Jinja, whereby he has given back to his community, Walukuba community, through football tournament. Yeah, he has opened up a home ground or a local ground football tournament, and actually the games are supposed to kick off today, and the tournament is named before his name, and it's called Moses Oloya Tournament Cup, that is 2021. They're actually opening up today with official opening match happening today, Thursday, May 13th. We will have fixture of Walukuba West taking on Masese 2. That will go down at Walukuba West Community Center playground at 4:30 p.m. For starters, Moses Oloya is a Ugandan Cranes winger player, and he has played for Uganda Cranes. He has appeared in the national jersey for about 47 times. So he has gone down to his community and arranged some football tournament. The tournament has about 10 teams. The teams are divided into two pools. Pool A will have Walukuba West, Jinja Central Boma, Masese 2, Mpumude, and then Masese 3. Then Group B will have Walukuba East, Jinja Central West, Masese 1, Bugembe, and Veterans. So if you're in Jinja, particularly in Walukuba, so you can go down and catch up with what happens down there in Jinja as it regards Moses Oloya Tournament Cup of 2021. Then away from that, we cross to the National Football. The National Football League, call it the Uganda Premier League, that has of late been nicknamed Star Times Premier League, Star Times Uganda Premier League, because Star Times, they are the sole sponsors of this very league that goes down in Uganda, having a couple of good teams like Police, KCCFC, Vipers, and Chetume, and other more teams. So we had actions yesterday. So much of it went down as it regards match day 23 of the 2020-21 Ugandan Premier League. So first and foremost, we had games from Police FC was taking on KCCFC, called them the Para Capital City Authority, or who have been nicknamed the Kasasuro Boys, and the game ended in spoils, with the game ending up in a 90 with a goalless draw, or call it nil on layman's language. So the go derby between Police and KCC was one of the most highly anticipated events of this league, and this derby was well contested as both sides created several goal scoring opportunities, but only for the two teams still to put up a very, very tight and solid and alert defensive lines, because so many goal scoring opportunities were created, but then at the end of the 90, no goal was pushed to the scoreboard, and then that the credit goes to the credit goes to the defense of the two teams. Only KCCA forward Sadat Anatu was booked by referee George Olem in the game, so the rest of the 21 players were on the safe side. So both sides tried to make changes throughout the game, but still didn't give any substantive effect. While Police was forced to earn a change when the left back Robin Chimera was stretched off for Eric Senjobe with just after the 12 minutes of opening up the game. In the other games that were played, Bull led by a break by 2-0, and only for Chitala FC to come from behind and score 2 goals. So the game ended in a 2-goal draw. That was a 4-goal thriller down there. Then at St. Mary's Stadium, that is in Chitende, the Vipers were hosting URA, called the Uganda Revenue Authority, the tax collectors of this country, and the game also ended up in spoils, meaning that the title contestation still remains tight, just like how it is for Spanish La Liga, still the same prize to the Ugandan Premier League. So the game between Vipers and URA ended up in 1-1. Then Chetume and Express, the game corrected about 5 goals. It was a 5-goal thriller still, but the hopes of Chetume fighting off the relegation battle still remain so slim, as the Red Eagles, the Express FC, went up at correct maximum points after fetching a 3-2 goal win against Chetume. So taking you on how the table currently stands, we have after match day 23, the tax correctors, called them the URA, are still on the lead with 51 points, just a point ahead of the second placed Vipers, who would have gone up if at all they collected enough points against URA. Then Express FC is third placed with 49 games. That is 1 point behind Vipers and 2 points behind the table leaders URA. Then KCCFC is fourth placed, that is at 38 points, still on tie with Police, who also have 38 points. So the race is still open. For a number of teams, but now URA, Vipers, Express, and KCCA stand actually, because KCCA and Express, there is a difference of about 11 points. So the title still apparently, we are not ruling anyone out, but apparently the title race is among the 3 teams, that is URA, Vipers, Express, Vipers and Express. So we ask today, whom do you think who is taking off this Ugandan Premier League trophy, as it's going down with different clubs facing bros? Some are progressing, some are having surprise performances like Bull, who thought they had carried on the game only for Chitare to come 2 goals down to correct a point against them. So much and that will be coming your way in the second half of the show. Right about now, we're heading for the commercial break. When we return, we will cross over to Italy, talk about what is happening at Juventus, what is happening at Spain. Actually, breaking some ice on Spain, there is another bust up in camp at Santiago Bernabeu, whereby Marcelo, the Brazilian left winger and still the Real Madrid's best or the first choice left back, is facing off a bust up with Zinedine Zidane, who he accuses that he has run out of tactics to see Real Madrid on top. As a result, Marcelo has been excluded from a squad that will face off with Granada tonight. That and more coming in the second half of our show. Right about now, we're heading for the commercial break. We will be right back.
Eyit
Sports.
Yes, gadgets are now inevitably needed in your day-to-day life. Use any chance to grab some for yourself. For Western Uganda and beyond, the only trusted electronics shop is Edgar Communications.
Welcome to Edgar Communications Mbalala. So we sell phones, specifically Techno, Infinix, Eyit, Nokia, Samsung. We have smartphones, we have also button phones. Then we sell TVs, Hisense, LG, Star X. Then we have hoofers, Alip, Jag, and others.
For these and more appliances and accessories, reach them at their shop located in Barara City opposite Shell and Kore, or call them now on 0701 467426 or 0785 356453. The only trusted one-stop center for computer solutions in Western Uganda is Think Innovation, regional leading providers of friendly computers and laptop sales and computer accessories, a hub of specialists in computer repair and maintenance, based at computer training and software installation. Could you be in need of these and more computer services? Reach out to them now at their workshop located in Barara, Bananuka Drive, Western Arcade Building, room AF51, or call them now for instant services via 0753 975042 or 0789 708838. Eyit
Sports.
Welcome from the commercial break. Thank you, the Edgar Electronics. Thank you, everyone that is watching in our weekly sports show. One of them is Ntorino Filimon, who says he's watching in from Kampala. Well done, guys. Well done too for watching. I have my very own Henry Kabuga. This guy is multi-purpose. Hey, if you think you can beat him, then you'd rather stop thinking. He's one of my finest producers, Henry Kabuga. He produces, he watches, he does everything. Then I have Kamasiko Christine. He says, greetings, Mesut. Thanks for the program. Thank you so much, Christine, who is watching in right away from United Arab Emirates. Then we have Sanchez Arvo Elvin Aine. You're watching in from Elvin Electronics around Garage Street in Mbarara. Thank you so much, brother, for coming in. Then I have my very own Sankara Bialuhanga Magezi is also on. Thank you so much for everyone that is watching in right now. We cross over to Italy and start up with a story at Juventus, whereby Cristiano Ronaldo is being isolated in the dressing room with the teammates believing that the superstar has too much freedom. This comes in after he missed out on a training, Juventus training, just to go and correct his new very awesome Ferrari Menza. Yeah, so this comes still in a mixed bust up, in that of late that Juventus faced a 3-0 defeat at home to AC Milan on Sunday. So while his teammates were held to training on Monday, Ronaldo was instead allowed a day off to go and correct his new Ferrari Monza, some good car. So players didn't receive this so well because Juventus failed in Champions League campaign one more time. Then of late, they have failed to fetch up the Italian Serie A. This has already gone to Inter Milan. Then of late still they have lost to AC Milan. That was actually on Sunday. So the players say while they were being forced to go and train, Cristiano Ronaldo was rather let to go and fetch his Ferrari car. So the teammates believe that the Portuguese star has too much freedom, but still somehow maybe deserved it. Why? Because he has scored his 100th goal for the old lady in a 3-1 win that was at Sassuolo yesterday on Wednesday, which keeps Andre Pirlo's side in the hunt for a top 4 spot, though they still need to pray and see Napoli drop points in one of their final 2 games. So yet on Monday, following a loss to AC Milan, players are not happy that the Portuguese international was with the Juve president Andrea Agnelli and ex-chairman and CEO John Elkann to pick up the Ferrari Monza. So that is it at Juventus. Then away from that, still in Italy, police raided Romelu Lukaku's birthday party that was down there in Milan, and the police has moved on to find the 23 guests or the party attendants, of whom included Ashley Young, after following a tip-off that these were breaking the COVID-19 guidelines. So that happened and it came hours after Inter Milan defeated Roma 3-1 at the San Siro, in which Lukaku scored the 3rd goal for Antonio Conte's side. According to police, they have come out and revealed that they raided the Square Milano Duomo Hotel following a tip-off from concerned citizens that there was a party which is against the COVID-19 pandemic guidelines, or call them standard operating procedures. Here in Africa, we call them SOPs, like everyone now knows of SOPs. So him was along with 23 guests. One of them was Ashley Young, for only the police to ambush them at around 3 a.m. and they were all subsequently slapped with handled fines. Then, according to police, they have released a press release confirming that they actually raided the hotel in which Lukaku had staged a party. Then reports from there indicate that along with Ashley Young, the other teammates that were present, one of them is Achraf Hakimi, together with Ivan Perisic. Then the hotel manager was also captured, and he's being alleged to have organized an event for Lukaku. That's what happened in Inter Milan as far as the Lukaku setting is concerned. Then away from that, we cross to Premier League. We had action last night whereby Arsenal was facing off with Chelsea. Chelsea, the on-fire Chelsea, but last night they faced a slip-up after losing 1-0 to Mikel Arteta's boys, who survived, by the way. They survived a late strike, one that was a header from Zuma. Zuma headed right so well, only for Bernard Leno to pull out a very, very fine save, hitting the bar. Then the ball came back to normal play. Then Olivier Giroud fetched it with his right and still banged the bar one more time. And some other killer chances that came in from the blue side towards the end of the 90s. So at the end of the day, Chelsea lost to Arsenal. Arsenal outshined them with a 0-0 thanks to Jorginho's mistake. That was kind of a back pass. It was actually a back pass, which saw Kepa Arrizabalaga was from the sides of the goals. So the ball almost penetrated and crossed the line, only for the 23-year-old to save it right from the line, but still he saved the ball from the line, bringing it back to normal play, landing on a very set Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, the Gabonese international, who later did a very good minus to a 19-year-old Smith Rowe that chipped in with the left to the far post. So that was the only goal that came in at 16th minute to enable Arsenal correct three points that in the night pushed them to 8th position, awaiting for other rival teams to play and see and to play their games tonight and over the weekend to see the fate of Arsenal. So their loss to Arsenal means that it's an opportunity to Liverpool because Liverpool right now sits in the 6th position with 57 points, with about 4 games to play because it has a match in hand that is facing tonight with Manchester United. So Liverpool stands a chance to qualify for Champions League if they maintain a very good run for their next 4 fixtures, given that Chelsea did up a slip up in the night, and again that the 2 teams that are ahead of Liverpool, which is Leicester and Chelsea, are facing off later next week. So it could be an opportunity for Liverpool if they maintain a positive collection of results to enable them cross to Champions League. Then away from that, we cross to what will go down on 29th May. 29th May, if you do not know, then you'd rather know, it's the day when Chelsea will take on Manchester City, the Premier League champions. Will face off with Chelsea. That will be on 29th May. And according to FIFA and UEFA, they have allocated 6,000 tickets to each of the Champions League final sides. That is Chelsea and Man City, like the 2 clubs. Each one of them have been allocated 6,000 tickets, enabling their fans to show up for the highly anticipated UCL final that will go down in Porto's Estadio do Dragão, that will be in Portugal. So according the All English final was originally scheduled to go down in Istanbul in Turkey on 29th May, but UEFA was forced to look at alternative venues after a devastating COVID outbreak in Turkey, causing the UK government to press the country on its red list for travel and banned all English fans from going. So efforts to move the game to Wembley Stadium collapsed after the UK government and UEFA could not reach an agreement of over quarantine exemptions for more than 2,000 VIPs, staff, media due to attend the match. And now UEFA has come out to confirm that the game will go ahead in Porto's 50,000 capacity Estadio do Dragão with about 12,000 English fans in attendance. So the overall capacity for the showpiece has not yet been confirmed, but at least the 2 sides, each one of them has been allocated 6,000 tickets to enable the fans show up in Portugal and witness who will be the champion of Europe on 29th May. Then crossing to Spain. We start off with the bust-up between Marcelo and the Real Madrid coach, Zinedine Zidane. This is not the first time Zinedine Zidane is being involved in a bust-up after a couple of poor run in Champions League and another tight Spanish La Liga logo. The allegations that Zinedine Zidane could leave at the end of season, but before the end of season, now has come out the Marcelo effect, who has come out and confronted the France national, that claiming that he has run out of tactics to push Real Madrid to the next stage. As a result, the Brazilian international has been ruled out. He will not feature in the squad that will face off with Granada tonight, meaning that the only option being left to is of Randy Mendy, who will come in and replace or feature in Real Madrid's squad that will face off with Granada tonight. So Marcelo has been asked because himself, he says he has become increasingly frustrated at Zidane, and the boil of the frustration has now gone on to the match that will be played tonight. So the academy star Miguel Guitelezi is expected to be handed the starting role at left back. That is if Mendy does not match the fitness test tonight. But for Marcelo, he has already been ruled out in tonight's squad. We wrap up today's show with what is transpiring in the transfers. We have names like Lampard, Frick, Kane, Haaland, and Sancho, Romero, Packard, Baji, and Kamavinga. They all feature in tonight's transfer gospel. We start off with former Chelsea manager Frank Lampard. He is being held in talks, and there are allegations that he could be a leading contender to replace Roy Hodgson at Crystal Palace, because the ex-England boss Roy Hodgson's contract will run up to the end of the season. Then Barcelona have made contact with the outgoing Bayern Munich's coach, call him Hans Flick, and the representative as doubts grow over the future of current manager Ronald Koeman. Anytime now we could see Ronald Koeman being dismissed from Camp Nou, and the leading contender that is being eyed right away is the outgoing Bayern Munich's Hans Flick. Then away from that, Tottenham striker Harry Kane will be stuck at the London club unless Pep Guardiola demands Manchester City to sign him over Borussia Dortmund's Erling Haaland. Talking about Erling Haaland, the Borussia Dortmund president has come out and say it's categorically clear that the name Haaland should even be removed from the speculations of the transfer window, the forthcoming transfer window, because he is sure that Erling is at Borussia Dortmund to stay, because Borussia Dortmund chief executive Hans-Joachim Wazike has come out and said Haaland will be at Borussia Dortmund even the next season. Then Dortmund and England winger Jordan Sancho is pushing to his agent to secure a move to the Manchester side, that is Manchester United. And then away from that, still Manchester United is interested in signing Atlanta's Argentina centre-back, that is Cristian Romero, who's 23, who joins Lille's 21-year-old Dutch defender and Sevilla's 22-year-old Joris Kounde. Then away from that, former Bournemouth manager Ed Howe has agreed to become a new manager at Celtic. Then Tottenham are set to start interviewing their vacant manager's role in the next few days. This comes on grounds that about 2-3 weeks ago, coach Jose Felix Mourinho was asked from Tottenham Hotspurs. So plans and speculations are underway on who will replace the Portuguese international. Then Slavia Prague's 19-year-old Senegalese forward Abdullah Sima is a target to Arsenal and West Ham, and he is keen, and he's very, very, very keen on a move to England. Then away from that, Liverpool manager does not expect to have a very big transfer, budget in the summer to rebuild the Reds into a bid to recapture the Premier League next season. Then away from that, we come to Arsenal, whereby Arsenal coach Mikel Arteta has come out and said that he is in need of adding in at least 2 fullbacks to add into the services of injury-prone David Luiz, then the inconsistent Gabriel Magalhaes, then the unreliable Pablo Mali, then the upcoming Holding. So you realize there is no reliance in the Arsenal defense. So Mikel Arteta has come out and admitted that he could need 2 new signings of this very, very transfer window. Then away from that, we wrap this story with Premier League, who are set to agree a new 3-year broadcast deal that will run until 2025 and could be worth about 4.5 billion pound sterling with Sky Sports, BT Sport, and Amazon Prime. That is all we had for you today We do this again on Monday, same time, same station, same TV show, and the same show host, Erioda and Damiso. Take good care of yourselves. Have the best of your weekend.
Eyit
Sports.
Gadgets are now inevitably needed in your day-to-day life. Use any chance to grab some for yourself. For Western Uganda and beyond, the only trusted electronics shop is Edgar Communications.
Welcome to Edgar Communications Mbalala. So we sell phones, specifically Techno, Infinix, Eyit, Nokia, Samsung. We have smartphones. We have also button phones. Then we sell TVs, Hisense, LG, Star X. Then we have Fufas, Alip, Jag, and others.
For these and more appliances and accessories, reach them at their shop located in Barara City opposite Shell and Kore, or call them now on 0701 467426 or 0785 356453.